One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Sun Devils ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Split backs here. The offense changing the play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Turning on the Jets. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
To the air, it's Castellanos. Finds his man, it's White. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. On the move. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the passing attack, they were going to attack all areas of the field, and right out of the gate, first drive, they go deep down the middle of the field, and they come up with a big one.
And the Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Castellanos. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He steps out of bounds, but not before fast enough to set him up 1st and goal.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a 1st down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
The Seminoles trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Motion from the wideout. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
Pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Quarterback keeps it. Called his own number on that one, but they are ready for it and stop him. It'll be 4th down.
All right, decision time early. I'm just going field goal here. Put some points on the board and pay off this nice opening drive.
And I get that, but I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going for the touchdown. Even if I get stopped, they got to go almost the whole length of the field. I'm starting the game aggressive.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. They run the quarterback sneak on 4th down from there? I don't get that at all. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. He leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The throw to the outside is complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in crease now. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. To throw, it's Levitt. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
He gets it away from his own end zone. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, Dave.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. The play-action fake. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. They'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Spits it out to the back. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Noles will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Toss sweep to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Looking down the middle. Complete to the right. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. With the catch, it's Moss. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. You take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
And the Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. That's caught. It's Tyson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Dropping back, it's Levitt. Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's got it on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hand off from the shotgun. At the 35, he's loose. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Gets the back moving. Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's White. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 48. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
Wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets it up at the 26 for the 1st down.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
Touchdown, Noles! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got it. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
How about the hit on the tight end there? They knew they had to bring the lumber on the big fella to bring him down, and they just blew him up.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Looking for space. It's Udo. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, you start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the Dome. Back to pass. It's Levin. Under fire. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
The Sun Devils will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Snap it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Wide receiver going in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's White. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Pressure coming. On the move and looking deep. Makes the grab down the middle. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Levin. That's caught. It's McClain. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
He's taken down at the 44. And 1st down for the offense.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Tyson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Snags it inside the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the tailback. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. To the air, it's Levin. Under fire. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Here comes the heat. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Knowles will line up to kick off and start the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Pulls it and fires to the left.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Fires to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
And the Sun Devils look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Udo. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Wants to throw again. Might be looking to run. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
I don't know what you want to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting outside the pocket, he's making you miss, and then all of a sudden he's throwing completions. I got no answers for him.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Reads it, fires complete. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Grabbed in the middle, it's McClain. Knocked down at the 6, but that completion will set up a 1st and goal.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Nebraska went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Takes his shot. Oh, it's picked off. What time for a mistake like that. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
This crowd rising up, sensing that his defense needs some help. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
He got it. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. The short hands, it's McCoy. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Grab behind the line. It's Holmes.
Guys have the backfield now. It's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
From the gun, running back gets the give. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. action. Looking to scramble. Trying to make magic with his feet. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Finds his man. It's Robinson. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And here we go. Down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Motion from the wide receiver. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Caught over the middle. It's White. Stopped short of the marker. And they stop with his defense and they get the ball back.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man downfield. He's loose. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
They'll run in behind the big guys on the left.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Brown has it. There he goes. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. It's complete to the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Dropping back, it's Levin. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Arizona State 26, Florida State 14.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He might want another play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the catch. It's White. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's McCoy. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. The Seminoles will hustle to the line. The give to Davis. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Northern Illinois is just steamrolling its way to victory today. No way the experts saw this coming. A lead that just keeps growing and growing. They're up 14 over San Diego State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Smart move to keep it on the ground. There he goes. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
To the ground. He's got it again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the Dome. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's McClain. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a third down stop.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the third down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
Timeout, Arizona State.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Makes a catch, first down, and maybe a lot more. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's McCoy. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Lets it fly deep downfield. To the end zone, and it's picked off. After the interception, 0 showing on the clock, and that is how we'll end it. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.